I'm delivering a piece of uniform to be customized today. So I'm taking it to a store that does embroidery to get a name put on it. And it was making me think about the value of having a uniform in martial arts schools, especially with the birth of MMA now in particular. Clubs seem to be moving away from having a uniform code. They're quite happy for people to train in whatever they feel comfortable with or whatever they would exercise in normally, as opposed to wearing let's say, either a traditional gi or a more modern take, say a t-shirt, martial art trousers, or martial art shorts. Now, I don't want to say whether one is right or one is wrong or good or bad. I only want to talk today about what I believe the value there is in having a uniform for your martial arts school and wearing a uniform, partaking in that tradition as a martial artist and as a student of the game. So for me, the uniform, more than absolutely anything, it's a trigger. We all have an awful lot going on in our lives outside of your martial arts training. Even as someone who is a full-time martial artist, relationships, family, children, friends, money worries, all of this stuff that we all have to deal with on a daily basis, these things come around. For me, when I put on that uniform, and in particular when I tie that belt around my waist, it really zones me in to my martial arts, and it really helps me to separate myself from everything else that's going on in my life. I know a lot of people who, when they have a bad day, they act it out in training. You can see it, they wear it on their sleeve. I like to think I don't do that as much, because for me it's a completely separate thing. It's an escapism. It's my church. It's where I go to heal myself. So when I put on that uniform, it's a real physical trigger for me. I feel that material against my skin, and I go through that routine and that habit of tying your belt knot, and it grounds me and it gets me ready for my training. So on a personal level, I find the uniform to be really valuable to me, and to carry a lot of power with it. In terms of as a club and as an instructor who runs a school, I think the uniform brings a sense of community. It brings a value to your brand, in the sense of you're all wearing the same gear and you're all there for the same purpose, to learn the martial art. And there is no judgment of what you can afford and what you can't. The one in Nike, the one in the cheap Decathlon stuff. There's no inappropriateness of someone wearing something where you're going to think, oh, that makes this person feel uncomfortable, or anything like that. It removes just a whole load of social issues. We all wear this. This is what we wear when we come to training. It is practical, that's loose-fitting martial art trousers, or it is MMA style or Muay Thai shorts, and it's a t-shirt. Our new set of t-shirts for our club in particular, nice sports material, wicks away the sweat and all the rest of it, breathes, washes well. There's nothing wrong with it. I understand the concerns with uniform, as in the sense of you're monopolizing where people can get stuff to train in. They have to buy it through you, to buy the branded stuff with your logo on it, and therefore you're making a profit off of it. To those people, I would say, yes, you are right in a sense. Yes, I do take a profit from the products that we sell, but I would prefer it, and I think you should see it as you are supporting the club that you attend. If you enjoy where you train and you value the club, obviously you pay your lesson fees, but you should see buying the uniform as just a little way. It's like, we're talking a couple of pounds here. It's just further supporting the club. That money goes back into the club to ensure that the club keeps running, hopefully to get better facilities, better equipment. I know, for example, that thanks to selling t-shirts and things like this, that we were able to get mats for 80% of our locations. That's come from the money. It's not gone to me going on a holiday. So there's a value in putting back into your club, and that's a lovely way of doing it. And you get something out of it. You get the t-shirt. So they're the two things I would say about it. I would say there's a big value in the ethos that comes with wearing it and the habit of putting it on, and also the building of community, the building of discipline. If we're talking about children in particular, how to respect your appearance, how to represent yourself properly, tuck your t-shirt in, tie your belt correctly, retie it if it falls off. We bring an attention to them that they might not previously have had. We bring a discipline to them that previously they may not have had. So that's my 2 cents on it. That's my value on it. I do think uniform has a lot of value. It's not essential, obviously. Some of the greatest martial artists in the world never wore a uniform in their lives. Not a problem. My school retains a sense of traditional martial arts, and we retain in particular the uniform. And I think that there's a lot of value in it personally. You don't have to agree. It's an opinion. For me, I think it does great things.